guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my September TBR. I cannot believe we're in September. I'm ready for all things fall, and I'm so excited. I will probably do a couple of, maybe one reading thrillers video for my patrons, so I'm very excited for that, but those are not going to be on my TBR because I have no idea what kind of thrillers I would want to read until I like sit down and decide to do that. But I have a lot on here. We're shifting more towards some fantasy reads, and I am in the mood for historical. I wanted to grab a couple, but I forgot, so I will just chat about those as well that I want to read. So the first one that I definitely have to read is For Historical Hellions, my book club with Samantha from Books with Samantha. We are reading Phantom in Time by Eugenia Riley, which reminds me I have to go order this because I do not have a copy of this, but this one is a Phantom of the Opera retelling. I'm pretty sure Justin was the one who recommended it during a live show, and we're just like, why not? So we're gonna read this. Very excited. I love our book club so much, and actually I'm in the middle of Skye O'Malley right now, and it's making me such in the mood for historicals. I'm in the middle of my Stacey Reid for Ravished by Romance and my Bertram Small, and I'm like, I kind of want to read more old school historicals. So I'm like looking around because all my historicals are behind there. I think I might want to dive into and do a vlog of reading Whitney, My Love, and possibly, we are reading, I think, one of Kathleen Woodiwis's books for later on this year, but I want to read the other one. So we are going to be reading The Flame and the Flower, so maybe I'll read The Wolf and the Dove. If you have a better recommendation for like an old school, like so iconic for the genre historical romance that I should be reading for a vlog, let me know, because I would really love to add it to my TBR. I do have Spitfire, I think. I don't know where I put it. Oh, is it over there? No. It's by Christine Monson. I think that's a really iconic old school as well. So let me know if you have any other recommendations though, but I definitely want to read those. Lacey and I have not yet picked our September books, so please be on hold for that, but I do have a lot that I want to read, so I am very excited. I did just recently post my September releases that I'm excited for. I posted on Friday. I'll link down below if you want to watch, but I definitely have to get to Helena Hunting's new book. That comes out soon. I'm filming this on Friday. I think it comes out Monday or Tuesday, and that one's book 3 in the Little Lies series, and I'm obsessed with Little Lies, obsessed with Bittersweet Heart, so very excited for book 3. I already know a couple people who have read it, and they absolutely loved it, so for sure reading that. I'm also reading Nikki Castle's new one. I had no idea it was coming out at the end of the month. I left it off of my August romance releases because I didn't know it was coming out. So that one's coming out soon. I definitely have to read that. I also have, I'm just going to go through some that I know I have to read off the top of my head that I don't own physically. Here With Me by Brooke Montgomery. I have the arc of this. It's ex's dad romance, and I'm pretty sure he's a horse trainer, or she is. I don't know the difference, but very excited for that one. And then I also have, I think, Tempting the Player by Rebecca Genshak on my Kindle, and that one is a bodyguard romance. So, and she like sees him running around campus, thinks that he's cute, and realizes it's her new bodyguard. So very excited for those new releases. And then I do have the third one by Tessa Hale that I'm really excited for. I always forget the title, but it's the third book in her Why Choose Paranormal series, and I'm rereading book 2 right now, so I cannot wait for that one to come out. So those are all the ones that are on my TBR of like new releases I for sure 100% like have to get to immediately. But we also have Belladonna I would love to read, because I have a Barnes & Noble package sitting right there I'm going to open for Instagram soon. I just got book 2 in the mail. So this one is a fantasy, and that's all I know. I know it's YA, but I think she has like certain powers. That's all I'm going to know about this. I know that friends love it. Tori just told me, I was just chatting with her about what I should be putting on my TBR, and she's like, have you read Belladonna yet? And it is starting to become fall, so this is on my TBR. I do also have an arc of Jennifer Armentrout's new book. My sister already saw the package, and she's like, I'm taking that first, thank you. So that's what she gets for being my sister. I'm gonna let her read this first, and then I will get it from her and read it after her. It's an all-new searing fantasy romance for adults. There's gods. She has intuition. I think they meet each other. He's a prince. They end up traveling together. Very excited for this one, but I'll let my sister read it first. I'll make her read it soon so that I can get to it right after she does. I think this comes out the 12th, if I remember. But yeah, very excited for this one. Hi, Dark Stars. I have a little visitor. She's too low to the ground for you guys to see. But I also, another arc that I have is My Rogue to Ruin by Erica Ridley. This one is her new one. The cover does not match the series whatsoever, which is fine. This comes out September 12th. And so, oh my gosh, I didn't even include this one in my September releases video. I always am gonna forget things, but so this one's about Marjorie, and someone is trying to pass off counterfeits, and she has the skills to find the culprit. And so Adrian is a roguish scoundrel, and he was caught up in the forgery scheme, and she thinks she has him figured out, and her assumptions turn on their head, and she realizes who he is, and he's apparently a good kisser too. So sounds really fun. She has really fun romances where they like have fun skills, and sometimes there's like a mystery going on. So I'm very excited for this one. We'll see how it goes. Definitely want to read some more historicals. The first one I think of my audio actually recently came in. That's The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. This one's an age gap nanny romance. It sounds really good. I heard it's really spicy for a traditionally published romance too, so that's definitely on my TBR. I also went to the Rip Bodice in LA this past week, and I was just in the Rip Bodice in New York the week before. I was like coast to coast, and I ended up buying this book from the LA location. I got Thieves and Monsters by Cleo Evans. I've heard really good things about Cleo Evans, and this is a mafia why choose shifter romance, so this sounds really good, and I just really like that cover, and I wanted to read more Why Choose romances, so I picked this one up, and it just sounded good because I need more mafia in my life. I also bought these two from Marie Maravilla. I think that I'm saying that right. These are dark romances, and I don't remember. I think this one's the Why Choose based on the covers. So we have Skeletons of Society, and then we have Syndicate of Sins. And she was like explaining to her like books to someone next to me when I was at the Hello Lovely table at the signing and at Steamulet, and she was talking about like some really dark things that the guys do, and I was like, say no more. Something about like shooting someone in the kneecap and like other things that they talk about, and I was like, this actually sounds really good. So I got these two when I saw her, and I'm definitely excited to try out a new to me author, so hopefully I like these. I still have to read Hideaway Heart by Melanie Harlow. This one's also a bodyguard romance, and she has to go to like a cabin, and I think there's only one bed, and he's a former Navy SEAL. It sounds very good. I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about if they liked it or not, but it's also floppy. Very excited to read that one. I also have a little bit of a paranormal, so we have This Spells Disaster by Tori Ann Martin. So this one is a sapphic romance, and one of them is a messy witch, and she was hexed at birth, and so she drunkenly offers to fake date the woman of her dreams during a witch's festival, and she is a spellcasting champion and brilliant elemental witch and accepts. So they seem like to be complete opposites, and it's fake dating with witches. Definitely giving me the fall vibes I want, so obviously I'm gonna read that. I also ended up watching this movie with my friends when I was in California, and I loved it. I was not expecting to love it, but I'm obsessed. So I bought the book, and it is my fault. I immediately, like, we were done watching it, and I was like, that was so good. Like, I want to watch it again. I might make my sister watch it. So it is dubbed. I don't remember what the original language was, but the book is translated to English, and it is on Amazon, and I bought it, and I'm gonna read it. If you want a vlog of me reading this and then rewatching it with my sister, let me know. It is a stepbrother romance, but it is so good, and it has like every single trope. It had underground fighting, it has they have to live together because they're step siblings, it has like illegal street racing and everything that I love in a romance. So I'm excited to see what the book is like, because I really like that movie. Some books are mixed in from what I bought at Steamulet last week, but I also have Insta Love by Danielle Allen. I got to meet Danielle Allen, and it was amazing. I love her so, so much, and I ended up buying her newest release while I was there. The other two books, one of them I didn't love, and the other one I already had, so this was the other one I could buy. And so this is called Insta Love, and it's about a reality dating show, and it says it's been 3 years since being betrayed by my best friend and my boyfriend, and she's still triggered by it, so she's leery of people, and I'm pretty sure she applies to be on the social experiment, and it's about marrying a man she's never met. That sounds so good, and I really just love this cover so much, so very excited to read that one, very excited to meet her in person. I also have Love Theoretically. I've heard mixed things about this one, but I need to read the new Allie Hazelwood, obviously. So this one I think is another like STEM novel, though I'm super, super excited for her vampire one coming out, but yeah, that's all I know. There's fake dating. It's Allie Hazelwood. I also would love to get to the new J. Bree fantasy. I have to read the previous novella. I read The Scepter, and I need to read, I think it's The Crown? I don't remember what the second one is. I want to read that and then get to this one. I do know there's not as much romance in this, but I really want to read it because, like I said, I'm super in the mood for fantasy and I'm really into the first novella and like the world building that was in there, so hopefully I like this. It is The Crown of Oaths and Curses. Then I do have Crossed by Emily McIntyre. This is her new one. It is a priest romance, which I did not know until I was doing my August releases video, and I was like, wait, this sounds really good. So he is a priest and I think she is a dancer. So excited for that one. Maybe I'll get the audio too. I don't know yet. But I also have Take Me by Jen Trin. I was gifted this by the author at See Lit, and I have been really wanting to read Jen Trin ever since I met her at Book Bonanza. So this one says that they work together and she's determined to find him a partner, and the thing is, he doesn't want a partner, he wants her. And while searching for his perfect match, Cassie begins to feel the same, except she's married. Why does this sound so good? I didn't know what it was about, so I'm very excited to read this one. Sounds angsty and up my alley. Then I have Ashford Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. This has been on a couple TBRs. It's a sapphic romance. They have to like rebuild a house together, so very excited. I definitely have to get to this. Maybe I'll get the audio of this one as well if I can. And then the last one I would love to read is You with a View by Jessica Joyce. I've seen this around a lot. Again, I probably will want to get this on audio, but this one is two former high school enemies reunite for a road trip inspired by their grandparents' broken engagement. It's a debut romance. I definitely want to try out more debut authors. Berkeley did send this to me, so I've been eyeing it. I've seen a lot of people reading it online as well, so I do really want to read this. And then, being ambitious, if I have time, which I won't, but I would love to read Manacled. I know that Tori just read it and she's obsessed, and I have other friends who've really loved it, and I would love to read this one. Now, let me know if I should read Manacled or I should read the one by Julie Soto. Julie Soto wrote The Auction, though I met her at See Lit and she told me what the first book of that fanfic is that I should be starting with. So should I read Julie Soto's, which is who wrote The Auction, or should I read Manacled? I'm afraid of starting with Manacled because I'm like, what if like that's the best? And then I'm disappointed from then on. But let me know which fanfic I should be reading this month, and if you'd want to vlog for it, I could definitely see what I can do. But those are all the books that I want to read in September. Let me know what you're excited to read and what you're excited for me to read. I would love to hear, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.